I forgot to set up the light. I got everything else set up, but forgot the light. And then it has the camera angle. Do I look good? Do I look suave? What's a good position? What's it? Bop. Yeah, okay. I feel like we're ready. Alright. The stream should have caught up by now. So we're gonna keep working on this painting that I did, or got started in the last stream. It pretty much took up the entire time because I was trying to work out the position to fix it. And I think I finally did, but I'm gonna have to look for it. I ended up not really liking it, but I decided that pretty much immediately after I finished the stream, I sketched it out and redid the pose. So let me try pulling that out. I really wanted to work on it, but decided I'd keep it for the stream. But now I've reworked the pose on a separate piece of paper. Just a slight tweak. I think I had the weight kind of in the wrong position. I had to look through like some anatomy books to get a better pose or a similar pose to reference from. And I still want to keep like this, like really exaggerated sharp angles on the pose too. So we're gonna be able to preserve that. Please tell me my pen isn't dead. I was literally using it like just last night. I thought this thing only uses power whenever it's like near the tablet. But I think pretty much if it's not in its little carrier, it's using power. Or maybe it's just always on and there's no off switch. It would suck. Whatever. Using the pen plugged in isn't the worst thing in the world. Just slightly obnoxious. I need its second USB extender. There we go. Alright, let's see, is this layer? Yep. That's funny seeing her face float like that. That's my nephew that walked in. He didn't realize I was already streaming. Where's my Chatterino? There it is. Okay. So I got the right color. On the right layer. What brush do we have? We're gonna need pencil. Okay. So how am I gonna fix this? So let's just erase a lot of it. Basically just like from the waist down. Bigger. Well, hold on. Let me try to preserve the abs because I think I did really like how I drew the abs. Just like that right there. That's good enough for now, just to get started. Okay, so this is gonna really push inward this side. This is gonna be almost straight. I mean, it's got its own like little angles within it, but compared to the other side, it's gonna be straight. This leg's gotta go. No, because that one's gonna complete change. This one on her left leg isn't really gonna change much at all. How are we doing on sound? Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah. The audio should be going through just fine. I think I tried to have this exact same pose. Another issue was that I tried to do this pose, but in my head it was angled the opposite way. So instead of curving in and out, it was curving out then in, and that's just a little bit less dynamic, a little bit more forced. This one feels a lot more natural. I mean, it's got like its own like posed quality to it, but it's like a pose I accidentally do. But maybe that's because I'm a little bit too self-aware and will like think about how I'm posing to strangers. Hold on. Now I feel stupid. Let me. It's not gonna be an exact match because it was just me freehanding it. Wrong layer. Come on. Wait, that one stays. Wait. Oh, it's just connect there. Alright. And you can see also in the pencil sketch that I blocked out like a very squarish top and a very simplified 3D like triangle or pentagon, I guess. As soon as I started streaming, it gets real like steamy in my room. Just my brain cooking itself. Okay, so now we can get from here. I already liked where it was. I just want to use the reference. The reference wasn't like completely where, or the sketch that I did on paper wasn't like completely tweaked correctly. I very much was just focusing on the way that the hips and the abdomen was twisting. That was specifically what I thought was missing. Had a similar issue with the last vampire that I drew, where I realized that like the shoulder and arm muscle wasn't like working correctly, and then I had to go back to my reference book to just, you know, get it worked out, get a little bit more refined detail on exactly what that joint looks like. The shoulder, specifically what the inside of the shoulder overlapping muscles look like. want to angle them so one side is bigger than the other, so you can tell like she's like putting more weight onto one side. So you can see there's like an angle to it. It's like getting more crunched onto one side. There we go, like that. All right. I think that's good for pose. Did I do anything different from this? I think your head was positioned differently, but like I said, I was only really focusing on the bottom half more than the lower half. All right. All right, now the hips are a little more to my liking. Sounds a little... we can start working on the other stuff. Like, maybe the sand. Maybe we should figure that out before I go any further. That's pretty good binoculars, especially since this is just the sketch layer. This is just the big. There's some other things we can work out. I think I'm gonna do another layer for her clothes because I definitely want to make sure I keep the anatomy. I don't want to start erasing it. Her clothes are pretty form-fitting, so I wouldn't be losing much, but still. Nothing wrong with too many layers. Right. So the belly button's like around here. Let me do that on the other layer. belly button's like right there. So they be gripping around here. Okay, and then the midriff would still stop it around here. I think I might have actually drawn exactly where. It's between, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So like right around the middle of the, right there. Not that it's super important. I gave her like a little battle combat under her jacket. I think the reasoning was that she is more interested in just whatever gives her enough room to like move around. So she needs clothes that like clings close to her and doesn't like, you know, scatter all over the place. But for the sake of like the camera, like and all their like rules about being proper, she does wear like a suit to keep things like weapons hidden and a more formal appearance, even if she's just more interested in, you know, whatever is better for protecting the prince, regardless of what it looks like. If she could carry around like a giant rifle, like just at all times, she'd consider it. Don't know if this comes up. Hold on. I gotta move this. There we go. You get the actual like underneath of what's going on. She has like a detective holster, or at least the kind of holster you see in like every cop show. But that's what gets hidden by the jacket. And as for the jacket, let's go and draw that in. Sometimes whenever I do a design, if I spend too much time working on the inside before I put on the jacket, I like do everything I can to like show the jacket not covering anything. So I'll like draw the jacket like that, where it like goes entirely away from the chest, so you can see all the design in here and, you know, beneath it. But really, whenever you wear a jacket, like it doesn't really do that unless you're intentionally like opening up your jacket. For the sake of like realism, your jacket would be like just straight down. I think there's a meme about like shirts like tent pocket. I don't remember the others, or free. This would be a more realistic, just it drapes. Curtains, I think, is the other one. Actually, hold on. Let me dial it back a bit, because she's not supposed to be a very chesty person. I think my caveman brain is just like a big booba. Like, I think always whenever I was designing her, I was thinking like, let's keep it very like, you know, moderate, you know, like we're not trying to make the bustiest person. She's very much just a like combat person, I want to say. It's like an anime where it's like the biggest fighter girl will have like the biggest chest for no reason. I like fan service, but you know, sometimes I need to keep a reason within like a certain amount of reason. So let me dial it back just a smidge. Instead of double D's, she's got like C's. Maybe even just the regular D's. This is a weird time to... Hey, thanks for following. Just working on my vampire. I really appreciate it. Alright. I slimmed that down. Alright, now I can like drape it a little bit more accurately. Because I was noticing that the the blazer was like going way across, like it was far out from her. Now the suit can cling a little closer to the body. She's got like pointy little shoulders from the jacket. It's just something that suits exaggerate. They give you like pointy shoulders. Or maybe I just wear oversized jackets because I'm short. I've never gotten anything tailored to me. Yeah, like I said, it just goes straight down. It might curve in the back a little bit. Give it a little, like a bit of a flare right there. So maybe we can exaggerate this just a bit, like it like maybe falls inwards and then comes back out. You give this other shoulder a corner. Since this arm's being lifted, the suit will like fall down her arm a little bit, the sleeve. So you can see like her wrist. Probably the same for this side, but it's actually facing the camera, so you wouldn't actually like be able to tell much. This character would be very fun to do, like see in multiple situations. I mean, that's why I did like all these tiny little sketches on the original concept sketches. Because like I liked kind of giving a little bit more character to the designs by having like them in multiple situations. So you see her in like her formal gear, and like this is what she would be wearing, standing next to the prince when he's holding court in the Camarilla. And then like if she ever has to like hunt somebody down, she like takes off her jacket and is a little bit more open about the weapon she carries. And then I have this like formal outfit for her that she has to wear during like balls and occasions. So even though she's like all like utility, being a part of the Camarilla and so close to the prince, she has to like wear something nice for like formal events. So she just wears whatever her prince gives her. And there's like little lines just to give like the shirt a little bit more to look at. And then that's basically all you'll be able to see because the jacket covers it up. The blazer also has like tiny little cutouts here, kind of like you would for like the lapels of a jacket. But this one just has like little cutouts instead of like the lapel. I think there's also like a ring on the neck too. Yeah, so and those little decorative lines come up again. So if it went through the jacket, if you could see through the jacket, it'd be like going like this. But yeah, you don't see that. All right, so that's the jacket. Well, I still got to do some more work on this sleeve. It rolls up over here because that's where you get the crease. It's a very slim jacket too. you want to be able to see how much muscle she has. I think I have her down as like a 9th or 10th generation vampire. I can pull up the bio. Ooh, my ears. I was wearing my headphones too low, so they're actually like hurting my ears. Like I said, I have like biographies on every single character, even if it isn't super necessary. Oh, she's only like an 8th generation vampire. She's real up there. So yeah, she'd be a very strong vampire. I think the strongest one I made is like a 5th generation. I didn't go too crazy with the generations. You got 7th generation. 7th generation is actually the lowest so far. Sixth, technically one of them is a 6th generation through diablerie. Yeah, it looks like 6th generation is the lowest. There's actually 2 characters that have committed to diablerie. Let me check on the other one. Okay, so one of them is 7th generation, but 6th through diablerie, and the other one's 9th generation, 8th through diablerie. So yeah, the lowest one is the salubri, because the salubri, like they allow their descendants to devour them whenever they make a new salubri. Or I think it's like different for like every salubri. Like they've kind of merged all the possibilities with salubri, so it's like a little bit of everything. So there are like the direct descendants where you make a new vampire and then they take your place, so you immediately let them eat you. And then, you know, they've also opened it up to like, yeah, there are some that, you know, don't follow the rules and just make more salubri whenever they feel like. And that way you can have like a very low ranking salubri that isn't like super game changing to the entire lore or anything. So like everything doesn't now have to hinge on this super rare vampire. You can be like kind of low key. They're still like rare in the universe, but they're not like, they don't have to inherently be super powerful now. At least that's as far as I understand it. I never actually like played the RPG, so, or the tabletop. I just read it because I'm a big nerd. Oh yeah. So then she's got like, I think I gave her straps just to look more tactical. I think it worked. Sometimes you gotta do that kind of stuff. If you want like a person that looks tactical, you kind of just have to give them tactical gear. Even if it's like not actually as utilitarian as they try to make it look. Like a lot of gun bros, they get kind of clowned on because they wear a lot of gear, and some of it's actually kind of trashy. It just has like a tactical look. You know, the tactical stuff also has a tactical look. So, you know, it kind of just depends on how the gear and the person using it. I used to be more of a gun bro, but now I've kind of eased off of that lane. It does, the communities do kind of get very nasty. I think it's just inherently a political thing because, you know, your opinion on the distribution of guns is like very much a political issue at this point. It'd be nice if we could live in a world where people could just have it for fun and it wouldn't like cause any problems, but you know, we don't. It'd be awesome if we could have like rifles that are fully auto and you know are just like you see in the video games. But you know, there's a reason why we don't let people have fully auto guns. It's because you know it's not very safe for anybody. Even the people who own them, it's not safe. That's why even though like I do have like a bit of a nerdy enjoyment of all these kind of like weapons and tactical gear, I don't think I could trust myself around a weapon because I know, first of all, like the stats that say like if you own a weapon, you instantly are like whatever percentage more likely to just be hurt by your own gun. And then there's also just the fact that I'm also kind of, you know, not a very smart person. I get myself hurt a lot doing completely not dangerous stuff. Now going to a firing range and just using what they have there, that might be fun. That I might do one day. But you know, they're kind of more of a fun thing. If they had to go away in order to protect people, then you know, I think that's fair. I think her pants are like tactical leggings. I don't really know what tactical pants look like. I mean, cargo pants basically, but cargo pants are kind of the worst look. I don't remember if I used a reference for this weird like holster she's got on her legs. Like I said, they're mostly just to give her more of a tactical look, more of a she has pockets to carry around stuff look. And there's also like the exact same lines that are on her shirt match with her pants, so they just go like down the leg. Does it go down the middle? Yeah. So let me fix that a bit so it would go straight down the leg, so whichever side is the side that's facing forward. Ooh, my legs. Okay, and she's got boots. Yep. These I remember using a reference for. I think it was just like some random cheap boots on Google, but like I said, a lot of these characters look specifically just are supposed to give you that tactical feel, even if they aren't actually that useful. You're just supposed to get the vibe like, yeah, she's strapped. She whatever happens, she's got what she needs to protect herself and the prince. How does this part look? I keep having to look back at my reference. That's kind of obnoxious, but it is what it is. Come on. I think I know how to do this. There is always like certain lanes for artists, especially growing up through school. There's like very common things you'll see. as far as like tropes. There's like these Sonic artists that you'll see in especially in like elementary and middle school. Sometimes they go into high school and beyond, where they'll just draw their own like Sonic OCs or just Sonic fan art. There's the people who like did cars and shoes. They're different people, but they're kind of just the same in my head. So all they would do is just like draw their favorite shoes and draw their favorite cars. And they'd be good at it, like, but it'd be like the only thing they could do. And sometimes they go into their own lane of like making their own shoes. I don't think I've ever seen like somebody who drew cars in elementary and middle school that went on to be like a designer for cars. I can easily see that for like shoes. I think it's a more... I think because you don't really need to be like super well educated on like aerodynamics and stuff like that. I mean, maybe you don't even have to do that for cars, but that's what I imagine. There's the horse girls. I don't know if there's horse guys. I haven't seen them. They probably exist. But you know, like the horse girl trope is the only one I know, and I've seen. They're just always somewhere in the school. And then there's plenty of anime artists, and that's actually not what I was until like middle school and high school. I started out as like the one who like drew their own video games. Almost like in the Sonic lane, except I wasn't a Sonic fan. I was more of a Def Jam Fight for New York fan. I actually kind of hated like a lot of like old school games growing up, even though like I love video games, but I hated like a lot of video games. Even if they were like the super popular ones, for some reason they just didn't click with me. Like one game series I still like never understood why people were into, that I played a lot of, was Rayman. I played a lot of it growing up and I didn't enjoy a single second of it. Jak and Daxter, like I never enjoyed it, even though it was like the only game I had growing up and played it a lot. Something about my brain is very picky with video games. And I wouldn't say I have like good taste in video games. It's very trashy. Like if it's not a first-person shooter, I have a very hard time clinging to it. Third-person shooters work for me too. And I'm kind of getting into sim games and like city planning games. I used to hate like anything that had to do with like strategy or building or planning. But like ever since I played Frostpunk, like I've been slowly just entering into the arena. Like it's a very fun creative pursuit. All I need is like a really strong drive in a city builder, and I can cling to it. If it's just, you know, like relax, there's no rules, you don't really have to worry about like resources or anything, I can get very bored very fast. But if there's like a little bit of a difficulty, a little bit of a hoop to jump through, and it like stays consistent, then I can get into it. A pretty fun one that's like pretty new that I tried was Timberborn. It's like a beaver building game. It's very goofy and fun, but it actually is like, especially like early on, it can be really difficult. Like I had so many attempts where like they died so fast, and it was terrible. Or it's just like all that was left was just children, and they couldn't do anything, so they died too. It was just it was a mess. But it's because of that difficulty, like I had something to like strive for. But yeah, that's just me. And then Frostpunk is like, I still play it, like, even though like I first played it 2 years ago. Because it's just like, it's such an insanely difficult game that like I had to figure out like what made it tick, like what am I missing? How do I make a good build? How do I survive the winter? But yeah, that's me and my little adventure in city builders. I'm getting so annoyed trying to copy this shoe. It's such a, why did I do this design or copy this design specifically? I think I'm having a like trouble picking out a specific section of it to replicate. So I'm like all over the place instead of like starting from the top and going down. Wait a second. Why don't I just grab the reference and just move closer to where I'm drawing? God, I am such a not smart person. I would literally be hours into working on this before I figure that out. Okay, I think that's all design we can see. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the boot. I want to get past this part so much, but I can't just abandon it because it's definitely gonna it's definitely going to come up before the end of the piece, and then I'm gonna regret not having worked out all the kinks. I think I was having an argument in my head because I'm thinking of a conversation that I don't think I had. I think I just made it up in my head. It's a really bad habit of mine. It's kind of like when you're in the shower and you have like arguments in your head and you finally figure out like a good response. I do that a lot, even when I'm not just in the shower. Like I'll just be chilling and like having like all these different arguments that never existed in the first place and thinking of imaginary comebacks. And then like I'll have to remind myself like, hey, no one's actually mad at you. Like you're just making this argument up. No one has a problem. I think it comes from a little bit of attention seeking where it's just like I want to be the center of attention. So I imagine like everybody has an issue with something that I have or believe in, even if I've never even said it out loud. So it's like I'm arguing against nobody. I think that might be come from like having brothers, where it's like I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for an argument I could have with my brothers that could pop up at any time. That's a super healthy way to be. Okay, I said okay, and then I immediately noticed some more stuff that I have to work on. I'm gonna do the little clips. I don't know what do you call it. I always called it like a fork clip because it has like the little prongs that like get scooped up on. Let me see if I can draw it. I don't know the actual name for this little clip, but it's like on all backpacks. It's like one side's like the 3 prongs, and then the other side is like a little cover that like snaps onto it. You'll see. You'll all see. I'm not crazy. Like that. So there's like a 3-prong fork that gets covered up by this little cover. I don't know what to call those. I really like this song. Yeah, it's as detailed as these get. And then just some little markings for... Oops. I just noticed that there's a whole piece missing. Okay. And then I want to do some little padding. How many rows is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it just outlines this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. There we go. All right, I think that's all the pencil work needs to go into this into the character. And yeah, well, actually, let me detail out the hair a little bit more than that, because I got like the general body, but I think it needs just a little bit more refinement, at least into like the shapes. Like I said, if this, I could skip it, but if I leave it for later, it'll probably bite me in the butt. Okay. Trying to think of how the braid would sit on her head. Yeah, let's make it a little tight. So just like little nubs. Go a little bit more of a rounded 3D shape to each braid. Well, hold on, let me not do that. and she has like baby curls. And then the individual, like, I don't know if there's a word for this in braids, but it's like the little folds in the hair. Like, do you call it just like a singular braid? Is the braid like the strand or the line of braids, or does... Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all right. What layer are we on? Oh, that's the face layer. That's why it wasn't erasing. Hello. Oh, it's on a group. Where is the face? Oh, okay. I see. That's literally all I wanted to do on that one. And let's keep working on. I'm gonna make them a little bit more simple so I can just rush through them. At least all I need to do is just make sure the shape is, the sizing is right. Then we can do the shaping whenever I get to like the actual lines, the clean lines. Well, oh, we're on the wrong. Okay. Should be getting thinner as they're going across the head, because it should be moving away from the camera. Not that noticeably thinner, but thinner. It definitely shouldn't be getting bigger, is mainly the issue. Her hair is also kind of the same thing, where it's kind of just done in a way where it's very tight to her head and doesn't, you know, distract from her too much. So it's like really tight braids just pulled back, and then like the sides of the head shaved. Kind of militaristic, if you will. I mean, she is like a palace bodyguard. When she was in Iran before she became a kindred. So it makes sense that she would have like a lot of, especially since like the bodyguards are like military trained. So like it makes sense that she has like a lot of military aspects to her personality, including the whole, you know, suppression of emotions kind of thing. That is entirely from her background and upbringing by her father, who was also a bodyguard. So she comes from like a line of military-esque people. All discipline, little emotion, that kind of stuff. It's what makes her so effective as a bodyguard, but not so effective as a, you know, peace broker or anything like that. Okay. And maybe just like one little braid that comes up from the other side. All right. Ooh, that's a lot of braids. And then let me detail out the back of her hair. Oh my goodness. How many layers did I do this part on? Okay. Should be this layer that we actually work on. So these are just going to be like little noodles. Just little fat little noodles. Because she only lets it go like wild and untamed behind her. It's kind of like just like a tiny little ponytail, but it's like fanned out. And then yeah, you can get like a little texture because they are still braids all the way to the ends. There we go. That part I don't mind just being a mess. Ooh. Okay, now I think we're ready to move on to something else. Wait. What's up? Okay, so we only we are only an hour into this. Probably would have liked to have more done, but progress isn't too bad. Yeah. So long as we're moving past the initial drafting phase. Ooh, my knuckles. My knuckles. Is there anything else I gotta work out? Let me take off the reference for a second. Let me get rid of some of these reference sketches on the side. Okay, that's the background. Where are these floating heads coming from? Yeah, it doesn't look too funky, flipped over. It definitely changes a lot, but it's not like broken. That was the wrong brush. Okay, so this has a face. I think I'm noticing that I don't like how far it like pushes the face out just a touch, just a hair. I think it should just be a little sharper. A little tighter. I think it looked like she had Botox and like the face was bulging out a bit. But this feels a little bit more firm, tighter skinned. Let me flip it again. Yeah, that feels a lot tighter. I think the only other thing is her leg is on one side is just a little flat. Don't want to like make it too jacked. Just a tiny bit more definition. Because that's like most of the weight is being put on. Although it's really hard to tell with how distorted it is. Okay. Ooh. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Trying to decide what I want to do next. It's hard to decorate an apartment for a vampire because there's not like any food strewn about or any coffee or mugs about the place because they don't drink, they don't eat. I'd put a computer, but she's also Camarilla, so there goes any technology. Any complex technology. I think binoculars would be fine. I'm not gonna guarantee it. But if it isn't, then we could just say that she's a sheriff, so she can have some like slightly higher tech weapons than the average member of the Camarilla. Let me put down like this color. We just play around for a bit. So I think. Ooh, hold on! I almost forgot. I forgot they did clan colors. I hope the Banu Hakim aren't like just brown colors. That'd be a little sussy. Okay, and they're red. Now if I can find like a good picture of it. Like I'm finding like everyone except for the Banu Hakim. Listen, I get that they're not that popular, but come on. Come on. Maybe it's because I'm looking up colors instead of palette. Dude, it is nowhere. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Finally got it. Alright, let's just paste this bad boy in. Preferably a little higher. There we go. What is that? Is there a reason why there's a color there? Is that just a glitch? What's going on? Why is there like this random square of color? Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy. Okay, okay. Yeah, it was just a glitch. That was weird. Okay. So they got like a very deep maroon color. Let me take it higher because it's getting textured. Okay. So they got like a deep maroon color, then they got a crimson, like a nice, not necessarily gold, it's more of like a sickly yellow, a very old looking yellow, a mustard yellow, a white, and then a gray. I don't see any gray on this drawing, but that's fine. So yeah, actually just like very vampire colors if you think about it. So let's try doing some quick background colors. There's like a way to open this up. Oh, there we go. Come on, I'm just trying to pick a single color. Okay, we're just gonna absorb it. So I'm gonna start with this as like the fill. Okay. Then we're gonna add like a little bit of more light gradient. Probably coming from like the window. Okay. And then we can maybe use the like the yellow as a backlight. Maybe like from inside. Not too strong because I do want it to be like a very dark, dim lit apartment. Let me start further back.
What you think of that?
Yeah. Then let's turn it down. Well, let me actually move this gradient. That's not working. Let me just redo it again. Then we're gonna make it a little bit more complex from there, but I think this is good to get the background colors in. And then everything's gonna be like toned to this. Especially since she's like wearing all black anyway, so it'd be a little bit, we could have a little bit more fun just shading the character. The last drawing with Araceli, I made it more of them. Oh, let me find my pictures. Where is she? Okay. Yeah, for this one I made it her like her color palette stand out a little bit more because I wanted kind of like in comic books where you make all the characters very vibrant in their palette. You don't mess around too much with lighting. Usually, I think some artists are a little bit more artful about like actually appropriately changing colors based on lighting, but most of the time you want them to like almost not even seem like they're in the setting. Especially with like older comic books, you want them to just be very, you know, flat, standardized whatever color they are. Like Spider-Man, you know, like you want it to be a very bright blue, very bright red, no matter what setting he's in. You don't want to mess with that too much. Not until like more modern comics do you get into like lighting like that. But yeah, that was my thing on the last piece. But now we're in this piece, and this is going to be very, I think the lighting is going to have a lot more of an effect on the character. Should. We'll see how well I do with it. All right, let's just get into like the fine sketching. Let's spend like 10 more doing the background, adding just a little bit more clutter to it. Not too much time because it's not taking up that much of the overall picture. There we go. Because it's mostly going to be like shadowy because I want this to be a very dark room. Maybe this will help me. I'm going to turn back off the colors for a second. Yeah, just in case they're needed. Just put like a bunch of files. Order books and files. I'm gonna put like a couple of pens and stuff in front of it. Because, I mean, how else are you gonna make her crazy little board if there's not stuff in there? Let me warp the angle a little bit more. Some books, got some pencils and scissors. Maybe just like a pen or two just lying around. Let's have a gun. Just like a gun just sitting on the table. This is like very simplified too. No. Let's just make it a pistol. Maybe just like a clip here as well, a magazine. There's a reason to call them a clip, but I don't remember, and I don't really care. Hello. That was weird. Maybe like a bullet here and there. I'm gonna put some more flyers. Okay, that's enough clutter. Then now I was gonna keep the window still simple. Okay. All right, the super not fun part. I'm doing the line art. The fun part is doing all the actual, like, I forgot what they're called. The coloring. And all the flats and everything. That's way more fun to me, but we can't just do what I want. I'm gonna throw this away. Nope, that was the background. Away. Throw that away. way. Okay. This one we're gonna move up higher out of the group. Face. Then that's the blinds. Okay. So let's turn. No. Try to mess around with this a bit. Where's the background? Oh, did I move the background outside? Oh, I did. What in the world? Go back. Get back in the group. Get back in line. There we go. All right. So then we can lower the thing. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Hold on. The background needs to be brighter. There we go. That's good. And we could start doing line art. All right. So for now, it's just going to be simple black lines. And from last time, I've learned that it is better to start with just a very standard, no funny business micron pen, basically. Let's make it a little thinner, maybe like a 4. Okay. Can I cheat with the straight line tool? Just a little cheat. A little cheat. And we can start actually doing it for the curve of the chin. Nope. I feel like the line could even be smaller. Yeah, that feels good. 3 feels like the right size. I'm gonna do a liner tool just for the lips. Only pulling it out when the liner, whenever like it's really important. What the? Really important to have like lines with like a little bit more life, a little bit more variety. And right back into the micron. Does she have like, yeah, she has slits for eyes. This isn't something I trained to be faster with my speed painting exercise, because pretty much everybody had just raw pencil straight to color, which I thought about like introducing, but it does seem like most artists whose style I prefer to and really enjoy still do take their time with the line art and just like end up coloring it differently, and use more natural brushes when needed. So it's not something I can just get out of. I mean, I could, but for this style that I specifically want to go to, it is still very necessary. How are we looking? Not too bad. I think I'm getting a little bit too into the lines being very clean. I think I can have a little bit more breathing room. Like, they need to be clean, but not, clean that you clean enough for a microscope not to pick it up. That I might leave for a natural pencil later. Maybe make it a different layer. I'm going to get a quick save real quick. Ooh, my knuckles. My knuckles. Gotta get this curve right. That feels right, actually. Yeah, that feels actually really close. Okay. What is that? Oh, that's a really cool tool. It's like a mirror. Okay. Make it a little higher. Ooh, actually, that wasn't what I was going for, but I actually do like that. Too pony. Yeah, that's stiff enough. I forgot I was on camera for a minute there. Ooh. Just need to check something. Should probably be doing these fingers the other way, but I'm not. Starting from like the finger closest to the camera and going the other way, but I'm not. Ooh, this beat. Let me do this on another layer. Let me just do this. There we go. Oop, wrong brush. That's my sister. Okay. No, I'm on the wrong layer. I just need them to get a little thinner, not super thin. There you go. Just makes it. Just needed to. Just needed it to feel a little bit more cramped. And then maybe just like little notches, little scratches, not scratches even. Just like little decorative bits to it that probably don't even do anything. Okay, binoculars, easy peasy, easy peasy. I need water. Could probably take this off now. Oop. That was my headphones. I might have completely screwed up the audio. Ooh, please, 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 please. All I'm trying to do is plug out the charger, please. There we go. Okay. Let me check the audio real quick to make sure everything's running correctly. Test. Okay, yeah, I think everything's still rolling through just fine. Okay. Huh? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Classic me. Okay. Drawing through the line is just easier, and then cleaning up the excess to make the lines a little bit more smooth and consistent, because you want big pulls in order to get like smooth lines. Does she have long nails? I don't think she does. I'm gonna say she doesn't have long nails. She has them kept just, you know, nice. She probably paints them. Just a little bit of, you know, flair and design. But she keeps them very well short, so it doesn't get in the way of her job. What's that really overused Wolverine quote? I'm really good at what I do, and what I do is not that nice. Is not very nice. I don't know. I could just look it up. I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice. There you go. Okay, it is 8:30, which is the 2-hour mark, so I'm probably gonna have to start wrapping things up. So let me see if I can finish just to check it. I could actually leave that little bit of excess because it kind of helps direct the flow of the cloth. So you can tell like which, you know, like that's folding over it itself. A fold line. Kind of how like, in order to make the arm look like it's in front of the bicep, it's good to have it round over. Hold on. It's good to have it round over the bicep. You do the same with cloth, where it's like if you want this part to look like it's over this part, then you have a line overlapping it. Oh, the entire reason I brought up the Wolverine coat was because that's kind of her personality. Well, she's not like Wolverine where she, you know, smokes a cigar while talking about how, you know, strong she is. She keeps it all inside. Very boring personality wise. She has a personality. She just you know, comes from a background where you're supposed to keep it inside. You know, her whole military training. Not to mention she's like a palace bodyguard, so she probably like hears a lot of things that she absolutely cannot like tell anybody. So she kind of has like that aspect to her as well. Like she's a secret keeper. There's like a saying like the knowing where the bodies are buried kind of aspect to her. She knows a lot of secrets. I think she's from the 70s. She was born in like 1960 something. Double check that. I think I have the date of birth on the reference sheet. Born in 1963, embraced 1987. Trying to make sure if those dates line up. She's 24. Oh, well, she was 24 when she was embraced. And now she's permanently 24. Yeah. I think when I made the post on Reddit about the character, like I accidentally screwed up the age and she was like only 16 or something. It happens. Me screwing up, it just happens. Just a tiny bit of booba. Just the smallest bit. Just a little hint of booba. We can do the rest in the coloring. That one was really off. if you want the suit to look like it fits well, you don't want to put too many wrinkles on it. Kind of just need creases and where like the actual cloth moves, you know, like at the arm, at the elbow, the armpit, maybe a bit towards the chest if it's like something that fits a little bit closer to the form, or if, you know, like if it's a buff dude, you can like do, you know, a little bit of his pecs like popping out of the blazer. Yeah, so that's kind of like sometimes people intentionally get their clothes a little bit tighter than normal, so then like their muscles pop out a bit more.
I try to remember. But when everything is coming back to me, I feel as if my memory is paralyzed.
Now let's see. What is the last thing you can remember?
I don't know.
There you go, all cleaned up.
Go on. Wait a minute.
Okay. And yep, that's just how hands look. They're just that. They just look like that. Crazy, huh? Your fingers don't have a bunch of spikes on it? Strange. You should get that checked out. Okay. Man, my friend really just said it's strawberry jam time at 8 p.m., almost 9. Yeah, maybe it was... No. Let's put that line back now. I'm just noticing how weird that looked. I think I am just missing a knuckle. Well, let me draw that out first. It's like a bump. To make it look a little bit more present. No, I don't know what I'm doing there. Let's keep it simple. Well, hold on. I think I'm overthinking it. Okay. She kind of looks. Oh, it's super unfinished. Ah! Ooh, hold on. I'm noticing. Just a little thing I can fix in like 2 seconds. It's going through her neck. I think I might have to go back and resize her head eventually, but for now we're fine. Okay. I'm gonna put the background in. I'm gonna make this into like a multiply. Overlay. Now let's make it normal and then just make this lighter. Maybe turn it on. Okay, yeah. Just a little bit of color because I think it'd look nicer for the thumbnail because that's how I think about things sometimes. Maybe it's good that I at least think about it, period. All right. So that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Yeah. So we're going to just, in the next stream, keep working on the inks. Hopefully it won't be too long because I think I'm actually doing a lot better with the inks than I did previously. It used to take me a lot longer to do things. Mainly because now I'm not really using the brush tool for everything now. We'll get to it, some more thicker lines than thicker. But I've come to the realization that it's not super important exactly how it doesn't really show up that well, you know, like having thick to thin matters a little bit, but not super, especially since like the line art is going to stand out too much, especially if I actually remember to color it this time. Anyways, yeah, so inking the lines and probably starting some flats to, in the next stream. Yeah, that's going to be as far as what we're going to do next time. So go ahead and check out my Instagram. I know I said I would post something last week, but I didn't really have anything to post. So this week, I already made a post earlier today. I'm going to be making another post of actual art that I finished. So check that out. Also, as far as the other post, I have art prints now available at the local coffee shop, the iLight Coffee and Comics. So if you're in the Sanford area, stop by there. It's a great coffee shop that I go to all the time. Pick up a print for yourself. They're only like the bigger one's 15, and then the smaller one is 12. It's the Swamp Martyr tattoo, which I did for one of my very first streams. And the girl with the heart tattoo, I didn't do that for a stream, but it is on my YouTube channel, the time-lapse one. That was one of the first paintings that I did and recorded, like traditional painting. But yeah, now they're really nice prints. They're nice and textured, and you know you can also get a coffee while you're there, and check out some comics. Like it's a really good time. I'm also there like right before the stream every Tuesday, so if you want to stalk me or whatever, I guess you can do that. I don't talk at all, so you know you're not gonna get much out of me, even if you know me. But anyway, so yeah, please feel free to check those out. I'm also very close to getting art prints digitally, so if you're not in the Sanford area, you can you'll be able to buy it for yourself for a pretty reasonable price. I'm really happy with the results that are coming through. I'm just waiting on some more samples, and then I'll set it up. It's likely going to be through Etsy, but I might look through other retailers that I can link up to. That way it's not just Etsy, in case you're more comfortable with a different app or different experience. But yeah, expect that soon. Traditional handmade prints, not handmade, live prints. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, those are at the Highlight Coffee Highlight Coffee and Comics. Check out my Instagram. Check out my YouTube links down below. One of them is the full archive channel if you want to watch a whole stream. If you want to catch up on something. And then I will be posting time lapses of all my streams on the other channel. And that will also include some more exclusive content that isn't streamed. So if you want to see my watercolor paintings that I do just for fun, you can check those out as well. Check out my DeviantArt if you feel like. And I also have donation links down below if you feel so inclined. I'm not in any strong need for donations, but I definitely appreciate it, and it makes me feel like I'm having a more useful time, I guess. It incentivizes me to take more time with my stuff here on Twitch. So yeah, all that's below. I think that's all my plugs. Yeah, just check out my Instagram in a few seconds and I'll have something post. Have a good night.